Hey guys, and welcome to another Crossfire cast. I have another special guest announcer for you today. Do you want to say hello?
Special guest. That's a
Special
bit
guest.
much.
Yeah, special ed
Hello,
guest.
internet. I'm Space Guillotine.
Cool. And what are you famous for, Mr. Guillotine?
Nothing.
Nothing. No life achievements.
Not. I have a degree in history, and I bother noted Co2 player Siberian on his stream every once in a while. That I don't think those are life achievement. Well, the
Eh,
degree is, but
they're internet achievements, man. You get internet
okay.
points
Yeah,
for it.
sure. That'll work.
All right. I tell you what. We'll get this replay started in 3, 2, 1, and go. 8, 9, and 10. And
Cool.
Space, do you want to introduce us to our players today?
Um, sort of. It sucks. I wish I knew more about each of the players, but I'm sort of vaguely aware of them. Puco is the German player, and he's a guy who is in replays often, like replays that get casted. I don't know if he's good or just like goofy shit happens to him a whole bunch or what. He's currently going MG first out of his infantry company.
Yep, that's kind of cool. I mean, I normally sort of go with the grand start, but an MG is just as effective for capping up
On
early on.
on Langra though, MGs are so strong. And his Soviet opponent is Stevo S73 version 0 whatever. Um,
I think we'll go with Steve. I think it's gonna roll off the tongue a little easier.
I think so. And he's a dude who's been in like the couple Co2 tournaments that have like been around. And he's always done work in them. Like he's always placed very well, but I've never like met the guy or talked to him or anything like that.
I mean, I guess the sad thing is, obviously, because we haven't got any leaderboards, we can't exactly say, oh, this guy is like, ranked so and so, or does this well. But there we are. I mean, I think that's a very well done introduction, given that I just sort of laid it on you right there.
It's
Um,
fine.
Initial
We
games are
have
going on.
double MGs, man. Puko is going double MGs. That is dirty, and I hate him.
It's interesting. I mean, it's like I say. I mean, they cap up exactly the same speed as Grenadiers. They move exactly the same speed as Grenadiers. So early game, he's not at a disadvantage for not having Grenadiers out. But I mean, he does leave himself open to potentially some scout car play if his opponent can recognize it quickly enough. But he's going for a double MG, double engineer opening. Don't see this one very often.
I mildly confused with this build. I think I like it. You get the cheap pyos to do like your capping while the MGs stay and probably lock down these houses on the right.
Yeah.
Which is I can get behind that. That's kind of cool actually.
I mean, if you can use these two MGs to actually get this cutoff point and just sort of hold him in base for a while, he's going to be able to just deny all the territory that he's capped up and just be a right pain in the arse. Like I say, but he's going to have to force out the scout cars then, so he needs an answer to the scout cars quite early. We'll see if he just techs right on up, but we do have this MG in a great emplacement, getting this cutoff point, able to push off the conscript squad there. Another conscript squad being retreated by the MG fire as well. So it's a good little push off. He's going to be able to secure that land very easily without any losses on his behalf. So very effective, very efficient so far.
Yeah, I mean the old longer pin it's dirty, man. It's such a pain to deal with.
But I mean, like I say, this is leaving himself very open to scout cars, but he has teched up the tier 2 already. He doesn't have the fuel to get anything on it just yet, but we'll see the building going down shortly, I believe, and then probably like a scout car of his own, just to prevent any scout car play coming out from the Soviets.
Speaking of scout cars coming out for the Soviets, Stevo just started his special rifle command.
He did? There you go.
Yes, I'm assuming that scout car is coming out. I mean, technically snipers wouldn't be the worst idea,
Yeah.
but snipers in a car would be a better idea.
This is true. I mean, anything right now is going to be better than just getting conscripts, because conscripts are countered very easily by the MGs, and now there's a flamer on one of these pioneers as well for Puko. So he's not going to go for a fast flamer half track. We know that because he's not going to have enough munitions for it, but he should have enough munitions soon to upgun the scout car if needs be. And there you go. The scout car is coming out as well. So he's thinking into the meta. He's not just sort of going just on what he can see. He's going on what he can't see as well. Thinking about what would I do in that situation. So thinking ahead. Do you get much time to do that? Or do you just sort of like, do you already have a plan in mind? Do you just try and implement it around the guy?
Yeah. As a player, I have a plan and I stick to it to my detriment.
Okay.
If things go badly. I've been trying to make this penal battalion opening like actually work outside of like goofy no way games.
Right.
And if things go bad, I should probably transition out of it, but I don't because I'm an idiot.
It's too committed to the build, trying to just make it work. Well, I get that. I mean,
you do have to go really all in with penal battalions.
Sure. I mean, they're so expensive as well.
So both players have scout cars out now.
Yep. Panzer Grenadiers coming in as well.
Oh yeah, they're P-Grens. Oh boy.
All right, P-Grens versus Sniper. So
how is this match as long as it is? It's it kind of feels like it's over already a little bit.
Well, we'll see. I mean, hopefully this is going to be a good game. MG is able to force away the conscripts here, and the scout car then proceeds to run away. Puco's scout car is being upgraded and being upgunned as we speak. That should pop very soon. Let's have a quick look at Steve-O. Yeah, so Steve-O's just got the one scout car. I'm sure he's going to change this from a clown car to a sniper car as soon as the sniper... No, wait, he's cancelled the sniper. I didn't see that. At the very last second, he cancelled the sniper. He's going to get himself another conscript squad instead. With this many conscripts, I mean, I imagine we'll see some form of hit the dirt just to complement them. But who knows? You never know in this game.
Yeah, if you're going that heavy on conscripts, even though hit the dirt isn't quite as useful as it used to be, the benefit really is more the PPSH upgrade.
Definitely, PPSH makes them viable. I mean, it was good, like, nice little micro around, trying to avoid the scout car's line of sight there, but unfortunately he didn't jump out of the vehicle in time. He took 3 losses and he went down. He gets cleaned out through his flamer. That's sad times for Steve-O.
Oh, and it's dead on retreat. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Steve-O's not looking good right now.
No, I mean, he's only lost that one unit and obviously the vehicle. I don't really count the scout cars as much, because if you only get one, if you only invest in one, it's only 20 fuel. It's not a huge deal. If you're getting out several and you lose quite a few, then your tech is going to be seriously delayed. That's really going to inhibit anything. He does have 18 aids out ready to try and deal some damage to this gun scout car.
Do you know what also delays your tech? Losing all of your pioneers, so you have no one to build the tech.
You know, I missed that. Did you have 2 pioneers that went down, or just the one?
Or the combat engineers, the combat engineers that were in the flamer car.
I keep getting confused. I wasn't too sure if he built 2, but yeah, if he's got those, then if they're down, then that's going to be his first port of call. You need to get those back up as soon as humanly possible. I mean, early game you need to have at least one hanging around. Towards your mid to late game, you always want to have 2 or 3, because you'll always find there's something that needs repairing, something that needs fixing. But now we see the counter for the scout car. These guards do get some nice pinging shots off, and unfortunately stop this vehicle right in front of them. They might have time to reload in the line of sight. Do they? They do. Main gun destroyed, but he's actually still rolling. He's going to be able to get out of that. Incredibly lucky. He's got plenty of pioneers lying around, ready to repair it up as well. So that was skin of his teeth he got out there.
I'm confused about Puco's choice of getting a pack, and Co 2 is minimized, and I'm... What?
Alright, okay. Well, the pack choice, it's, I guess, again, it's just kind of like scared that he's allowed him to have the fuel for too long. He doesn't want to have to deal with a surprise T-70. He wants to have the answer there just in case it does pop up. I mean, you're right in saying that it's a bit of a waste because there's nothing on the field for it to shoot at really right now. And they could have gone into like another Panzer Grenadier squad. It could have gone into multiple other things that might have been more use. He does get caught with his pants down with this MG. The conscripts are right on top of him. He should be able to get a model off, but he's standing still in the line of fire. And Panzer Grenadiers come around to take care of them as well. You know, this MG is trying to pin these guys, but they are being hit into the dirt and in green cover as well. So the back end rushes with power too far forward. The scout car takes an 18A to the face, but this is out a little bit of damage. These conscripts forcing away. Meanwhile, the Flavor Pioneer is coming up, and they're going to be able to start dealing some damage around here on this flank. But this green cover in these 2 haystacks, the been fantastic for Ostheer, absorbing a lot of this damage from the MG. But unfortunately, he can't move from here. He needs to get a grenade on there as soon as humanly possible. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers are challenging the guards. The guards will suffer from this, but a good grenade going out. If he can get a couple of kills, he does get 2 kills. Some Panzer Grenadiers are in trouble. Should have been able to dodge that in time, but he didn't. But good flank coming from these these pioneers with flamers. Forced retreat. This guy should be able to get out. This guy needs to get out now as well. Whew, God, right, okay. And he managed to repair as well, and all of that. He managed to repair his scout car as well. So a lot going on there. Quite a big engagement for both guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that puco came out on top in that one.
I agree. I mean, it's only slight.
He's looking good. I mean, okay, the P-Gren's got chewed up a little bit, but he has a medic bunker up. You know, he's capping the Soviet munitions. I don't know. It's
well, yeah, he killed quite a few conscripts in that engagement, enough to outweigh the losses from the Panzer Grenadiers. This is a big ball of infantry now running towards these flaming pioneers, who should be scared. But obviously, if he's trying to soft retreat them, he wouldn't be able to fire the flamers. He's standing in there as long as he can, because he is in green cover. Now he retreats out there before it gets too hairy.
Why is no member of this blob full strength? Why?
He did take quite a few bits of damage. I mean, does he have field infirmary?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, in that case, he should. Ooh. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. There was a grenade went down on the MG42, but no damage whatsoever on both guys, even though landed on them, because they were in mid-retreat. So that was a bit sucky, but there we go. We got to roll with the dice.
Quite literally.
Yeah. So he has managed to decap the fuel on the right-hand side. It's not connected to his territory just yet. But on the left-hand side, he's being capped by Stevo. So, yeah, he's going to get the... No, he's not going to get the flank on this MG42. He might be able to crawl around the bush. No, he is. Flame Engineers now harassing these guys in the building as well by the munitions point, and as well as the hit the dirt conscripts going to start taking some damage from the Panzer Grenadiers and pushes him off. So what I find surprising at the moment is why isn't Stevo using his munitions to upgrade the PPSHs on his conscripts? I mean, does he not have enough CP for them, or he does have enough CP? He's not got much munitions, but he should be upgrading those PPSHs. Those should be quite priority.
Yeah,
really.
it's only what 20 per upgrade.
20 per upgrade. That's right. Yeah. And the damage difference is so significant. It's always worth it. I mean.
Oh yeah, it's very good. My question is why puco has not transitioned out of tier 2 yet.
I mean, he's exploding a lot.
Yeah, he's sitting on 700 manpower and 160 fuel. Like, what?
At this situation, at this point of the game, there's sort of 2 options for you to go. I mean, now is the sort of natural time to transition into tier 3 to start getting your Panthers out. It's either that, or you can try and extend tier 1 or the early game. Just get out some more key units. Just focus on your map control. Get out some pack guns. Make sure you be safe from any vehicles that come out as well. And really just extend your lead, really, because I mean the map control at the moment is significantly in favour of puco. Panzer Grenadiers doing a fantastic job pushing off all the conscripts that they find, and a mortar out as well. Okay. Double snipers being built. Okay, there's your answer then. He's decided to extend the extend his advantage, extend his tier 1 or early game, if you will. Popping out 2 snipers. What's your thoughts on 2 snipers? Especially as Ostheer as well. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Just because he has so many conscripts out on the field. Like, yeah, okay. The snipers will mess up the guards, which are generally like a high, like, manpower unit.
Yep.
But everything else on the field is it's conscripts all the way down. Like, they really won't make that much of a difference. It's like, okay, you bleed me for 40 manpower. Oh no. If you drop one, you're out 300. Like, I don't agree with it.
I mean, it's the reason why I would say no is simply because obviously the Soviet can counter it with his own snipers when they come to 2-man squads, and he already has tier 1 built. If it was tier 2, it would only be built for the Soviet guy, then I'd consider getting out the snipers. But like I say, there's too many counters available to the Soviet player if he so chooses. It was a bit of an unfortunate position by this MG42. He had it right in this bush here, but I mean, you can only defend yourself from one direction when it's in that little gap in the bush, so it's not always the best place to put it. But there we go.
Speaking of, Steve-O has his own sniper building.
He does? Oh, and that was even before the... I mean, he did try and get his sniper out earlier on. He wasn't able to. He needed to get out another conscript squad. But now that he's... Oh, this is kind of lucky for him, I guess. Because the upgun scout car isn't going to be able to do much. There is a mortar which will start dishing out some damage to him, though. But yeah, he's banking on 213 fuel at the moment. But he's not using it because he doesn't need to. I mean, there's no threat of vehicles, really. His scout car is doing a good enough job of keeping him alive. Ooh. The pack gun nearly went down. Does Steve-O have mortar as well? No, that was his own mortar. Nearly took out his own pack gun. That's quite unfortunate.
And snipers just wiped the guards.
They did. Oh, I missed that. That's why I'm glad to have a co-caster with me. Look, you know, picking up the stuff I miss.
Yeah. So far as I can tell, I missed some of it. The guards tossed a grenade at the pack, which seems silly. Why would you spend the munitions on a unit that has nothing to shoot at?
Right.
And then the snipers just rolled up and
yeah, but that's another
shot the dude.
That's another good point. I mean, there's no point in trying to grenade out a pack gun if it's not already firing at a vehicle, because it's not really doing too much for you. You can just easy enough charge into it and go that way. Oh, counter snipe going down. So that was sweet. You can see that Steve-O has got his other sniper on hold fire, so he can just target the snipers. So one of them goes down nice and early. That sniper's already paid for himself, just with that one shot alone. Now this other sniper's going to be very scared by puco. So yeah, that was kind of a lucky play by Steve. It was well played by him, but it was lucky to get the sniper out at the same time as those two snipers popping. These flamethrowered up engineers are staying here a bit too long. They're going to get taken out. Yep, they think efficiency 2 and run out. Scout car still being annoying. I mean, there's nothing much for it to shoot at, but it's still being frustrating for his opponent.
It won't be annoying for that much longer, because Steve-O is building an Su-85, which is overkill. There's basically no German player who won't eventually get some form of tank out in the field, so it's a safe bet.
Yeah, the Su-85 is the you know, the dawning of the end here. Sort of, you're gonna have Su-85s out eventually. In this situation, I'd probably prefer to see the Su-76 actually. The Su-76 will be able to take down the scout car. It's dirt cheap. You can have the barrage ability to take out the last sniper and take out any of these static replacements as well. So that's my personal opinion anyway. That's what I would do, but I know Su-76s aren't really held with the highest regards, really.
Yeah, on the other hand, the performance of the Su-76, it's just, I want it to be good. I really do, but it doesn't serve a purpose, in my opinion.
We actually have a command call in tank now. That's going to be nice and handy until he bumps into the Su-85, but until then he's going to be able to do some nice infantry damage. Su-85 is now revealed. He does pop his smoke immediately and start reversing him out. He does have a damaged engine. The Su-85, who's being really cheeky, could come on hunting, but the pack gun down in the south is in a threatening position. He's not able to fire any shots off right now. But yeah, just quickly want to mention on the Su-76, I mean, it's just because it's so cheap. Yes, it's kind of expensive in the field, but it's so cheap in terms of manpower, and I think that's what people sometimes sort of forget when they're building them. I mean, you can just get away with just building one. It doesn't matter if you lose it, because it generally pays for itself very early on. Okay, so there's a bit of a whiff of a base pin there coming out from Steve-O, but he's going to wisely enough back on out. He's just going to focus on capping up the territories that he's lost and trying to in the tide of the regional thing. Because for the majority of the game we've seen puco being comfortable with all of his territories. Now they're under threat, so it's cool to see this. Seeing as you're the guy who said that the game is game over at 5 minutes.
I mean, yeah, I think the snipers were the mistake that allowed Steve-O to get back into this game. That's 640 manpower that could have been spent on literally anything else that would have been more useful. And
I agree. I mean,
they're gone now.
There's no OPs up as well, and fuel caches and munitions caches are quite safe on this game actually, because you have on this map, excuse me, because you have that one point right outside your base that's defended by an MG. You can pretty much get free to cap at that point, and there's never really going to be threatened. But like I say, there's so much more you could have invested in. But he is floating a great deal again. His command choice is obviously he's picked his commander choice. He's got his railway artillery. Hopefully we'll see some cool badass explosions.
Oh God, I hope so.
It's so much fun. He's got enough banked up for it, but he's a bit short of CP at the moment. So kind of soon we'll see it. I'm gonna flip on over to Steve-O real quick, because I haven't seen much of Steve-O. I haven't been over on his side that much. So yeah, he's still got this sniper. Our sniper's on 3 kills, but Veterans won already for those 3 kills. We've obviously picked the sniper kills.
Oh! Guess what? Guess what he's building? It's
Aha!
an SU-76.
You see? You see? Because the SU-76 can withstand a shot or two from the P4 command tank. P4 command tank is good. You know, if he keeps these 2 vehicles together, though, he will have a very difficult time. But he's going to be able to just abuse that barrage and retreat to wherever his SU-85 is to take care of those vehicles. So we'll see, man. I mean, like I say, I'm in favor and support the SU-76. You see me kind of against it. We'll see.
I want to support him. I really do. But here's the thing. You see that Vet 2 scout car with the upgun and the SU-76? Left to their own devices, that scout car will beat the SU-76. I've had it happen. It's not a good feeling.
And the thing is, I mean, you know, I've had a circumstance where an SU-85 and Vet 2 beat an Elephant on 1v1. It's all circumstantial. I mean, it's down to micro as well. If Steve was able to micro well enough and get some support behind it, it should win. I mean, it goes down to small arms fire quicker than the SU-76 does. That's my rationale.
That's the one thing I like about the SU-76 is that it doesn't go down to small arms fire. It goes down to anti-tank fire really quickly, but you need that anti-tank out.
Yeah, it's a medium chase, medium vehicle essentially. That's on top of. Good mortar strike coming on top of these conscripts who are still hitting the dirt for no reason in the middle of nowhere. But the sniper's trying to look for some targets. He's going to find an MG if he wants it. Oh, I missed these. He's actually bought this this Pack-in. Alright, let's switch on back over to Puco. Sorry, Steve-O, but there's interesting things going on. Pack 43 80mm built behind this hedge.
Oh, good lord! Why is there a Pack 43?
Again, it's to deal with this SU-85.
What nightmare reality is
There you are.
this?
The SU-76 is going to try and barrage over the top. The barrage is going to do a great deal of damage against it, I feel. But a point to note, the Pack guns, in case you didn't know, don't need line of vision. They can shoot through pretty much anything. He has got a Molotov on it though. What was that? Sorry. What was that, sorry?
The fact that they can shoot through stuff is neat. But look, conscripts got close to it, so it's gonna die now.
Well, I mean, he's going to be able to repair it up and recruit if necessary. I mean, it's not much effort to recruit. Okay, so it does get burned out straight away. But look, there's no damage done to it, really. He just needs to make sure he recruits it before his opponent can, because otherwise that would be highlight of the century.
He lost 2 pioneers to, like, the residual Molotov as he was repairing the gun.
Still burning out, unfortunately. So, and he didn't need to repair it either. There's no damage done to it. So now he's under real. I mean, with these conscripts, I would just jump the hell onto that AT gun. I don't care. I would get it because it denies that.
Turn it around. One shot that command tank.
Exactly.
That would be awesome.
Legging it out. The guards are going to leg it out. So the opportunity has been missed. It looks like a bit of a full-scale retreat there for him. Yeah, he's getting most of his stuff out. S75 I've been feeling, you know, he should be using his S75 now. Now's the time to use it, but unfortunately that window's kind of passed because obviously it's recruit again now. But good smart play. He's able to deny it for a period of time. It's more than nothing. And he's got the map control for it as well. So now the Pack-in is going to slowly turn. Like I said, the Pack-in doesn't need the line of vision to actually fire on it. It just needs to be in the sight. He gets some decent damage on the command tank, but he's going to have to retreat the hell on out of there. He's one more shot. He can get one more shot off on it. Main gun destroyed. He's going to be able to limp away very luckily. So it's a reverse of what happened to that scout car unless he can get another shot off. He is trying to line up for it. No, he's out of vision. He's out of sight now.
Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen. I've had Pack 43s like built against me, but they've never fired at anything. That thing is terrifying.
It's a big ISO in it. It's a big come and hit me now. Like, you know, it's a welcome to any sort of off-mob artillery. It's so easy to dislodge it, but it does such amazing damage when you get it to work for you. Again, though, he's using it. He's just threatening it. He takes it out. Oh, he actually recruits it, but loses it. Vendors up conscious for doing so. Hit the dirt conscious, trying to get his base pin working. Sniper on the right-hand side is under threat from the Panzer Grenadiers. I don't know, this pack is slowly turning, trying to find out this command tank. He's now in range of it. Pops the smoke, that's nice little smoke going in, and he does manage to decode before the shot gets fired. Oof. Alright, and he's forced to retreat off. So unfortunately he did lose the conscious drop. You see the damage is now starting to pour in on this AT gun. The AT gun won't last too many more assaults like that.
What do you need?
So Panzer Grenadiers, I'm not too sure if they're able to pick up that sniper or not. Let's have a quick look. No, the sniper seems to be fine. Ooh, he does manage to get out of that way of the grenade. He's holding on to quite a bit of territory on the left-hand side. But I think, really, like I say, Steve-O's got the advantage in terms of... I'm just assuming. I mean, there's a huge bank here for Puco. Ooh, and it's a fantastic barrage grenade for this Su-76 right on top of the AT gun as well. Like I say, it doesn't need much more. It's very low on... Well, it's actually about at half health at the moment. Down to nearly a quarter with that shot. And the Molotov on top of it actually killed it off as well. So yeah, like I say, the only trouble with building one this far out is it's just a big flag saying hit me. The thing you can do is you can build it right back in your base. If you build it right back in your base and you manage to get some veterancy on it, it'll pretty much shoot all the way into the other guy's base. That's the way
that's
to do
like
it.
400 manpower, isn't it? Like that's not an insignificant investment to solve a problem that he doesn't really have right now, which is like, oh no, there's a ton of Soviet tanks. No, there's not. There are 3 things that he's building another Su-85 with no turrets on them. And they all counter tanks that you don't have. Like, stop countering shit you don't need to, dog.
You see, he's repairing up this pack gun. I was kind of hoping that the conscience would just jump on it for him, just to see if they keep on repairing it. But no, the conscience do get forced off, and the Flamer's going to start dishing out some damage on the conscience.
Command tank just iced a Vet 3 conscript squad.
Oh, nice! That conscience squad took out a pack gun, I think. So that was the answer then from the command tank. Su-85 is now out in the open. Going to start eating some shots from this pack, and you can see the damage it does. They're down to half HP in one shot. It's going to try and take it down with fire launch. Not going to work. Destroyed engines Su-85. Su-85 is going to go down. Command tank backing up as well. It's got no hope to live, unfortunately. And now this pack gun has pretty much paid for itself in terms of manpower and in terms of fuel loss. It's kind of paid for itself. Su-76 is going to try and get some barrage off on it to see if it can finish it off. But it's under threat from this pack gun on the left-hand side. Ooh, what was that? I missed that. There's another Su-85. I didn't see that because the smoke was on top of it. So the Su-85 is going to take down the command tank, hopefully. The pack gun is trying to fire across it as well. This one Su-85 in the middle is just slowly looking away. The pack gun is degrouped once again. And he's going to try and chase down the Su-76 with his damage. Command tank, which is taking some huge shots from it. The Su-85 gets the final say and taking it down. Some big losses now for Puco. This is smart and just aggressive, but repetitive play from Steve-O, really.
Yeah, it's how did Puco? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I think that's.
Why did you get another fucking scout car? Hey, here's a fucking idea for you, man. Build tier 3, build tier 4, do fucking anything.
I mean, I feel this build that he's doing right now would be a lot more viable if he had like if he had the call in for a Tiger, if he had the call in for an Alice.
Yeah,
but
it's really reminiscent of tier 2 terror, except there's no terror to tier 2 into right now.
Yeah, and he's replacing another command. He's got another command tank out. This is obviously his only call-in, so this is only heavy vehicle, medium vehicle he can actually get at this moment in time. But I think you're right. I think that's where he's suffering, is because he hasn't got the options available to him to really get the units he needs. But I mean, the scout car, he jumped gun this straight away. I was thinking that he's going to keep the scout car unupgunned so we can go and just snipe hunters. Snipe hunters? Hunt snipers. Excuse me. Snipe hunters. But yeah, but there comes the answer. I mean, these guards will very easily be able to deal with it. It's not really doing any damage. But he does take down one more guy actually from the third. But he's going to back on out of there. Meanwhile, Puka's he's having a little bit of breathing space now. He's able to start claiming some territory. If he can get this fuel, he'll be happy. But he doesn't need it necessarily. That scout car then, complete waste of munitions. It's the munitions. I feel it's the biggest loss there, really, out of all of it. Command tank going hunting. He really wanted to take out the Su-76, who's gone right into the base whilst the S75 is not at home. Pops his smoke. He just needs one more shot to be able to take it down. 7 kills on the S76, but I mean the amount of damage he did on the pack gun is pretty cool. Pack gun's still alive though, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, I still don't feel like the SU-76 is justified.
Possibly not so much there. I think he focused on the barrages, trying to take out the pack gun. He wasn't focusing on the infantry. If he was barraging the infantry, he would have been able to really pay for it quite quickly. But it probably did pay for itself right there. And even in the time it was just consuming from puco just to constantly be repairing and recrewing that pack gun, it probably did pay for itself really. But another engagement coming in, like another attempt on the pack gun's life. You see the hedges that once were in front of it are pretty much all gone. The amount of damage has been going down. MG42 is able to pin both guys. Might need a Molotov if he's not careful. And then
Hack managed to 360 no scope one of the conscripts,
nice.
Which is pretty nice. That always feels good when something like that happens.
Unfortunately, he's focusing on the wrong location at the moment. The S75 is on the left-hand side of his field of vision, but no worries, he backs on out. But now, again, it's all about the territory. Steve-O's able to apply so much pressures because he's got so much in terms of resources coming in. He's able to replace any of the lost conscripts, not much of a bother for him. And meanwhile, you know, puco's advantage is... It's weird, it's still there. He's still got this this lump of munitions. He's now got a half-track out. Okay. So he's just comfortable with his pack and his command tank, I guess. I guess
he's floating like 350 fuel.
250 fuel. What? Fuel. Steve-O's on 83. What's your timer in game?
Oh yeah, 250. My bad. No,
okay.
I'm just an idiot. But still, 250 fuel is enough for literally any German unit you can think of. It's enough for a tiger. It's enough for an elephant. Like, get 3 Panzerwerfers, whatever. Just do something.
And the whole,
actually, 3 Panzerwerfers would be
pretty cool.
Right now.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that. But you can see that this is extended tier 1. Getting so much of this infantry out early means he's got a lot of infantry floating around. He's got a lot of Vet 3 units floating around, a lot of Vet 2 units floating around. Because obviously, if he got those units later on, he wouldn't be able to get that infantry. So that's one of the advantages of going for more units. But now we see a threat on this pack gun once again. Pack gun is dishing out quite a bit of damage to the S75s. One of these S75s hitting for MT2. He is going to be a big problem for him to deal with. And the half track out here now just to be a mobile reinforce point, I feel. He just wants to keep his pioneers alive.
Yeah, he does have a lot of flamethrower pioneers. I guess I agree with that.
He pushed a bit too far forward, I think, for this command tank, but he's able to. He utilizes the smoke quite well to pop out of there. But yeah, I mean, the pioneers. He's got so many pioneers up because he needs to be constantly repairing this pack, and like I say, he doesn't want to lose it. It's so unprofessional. You're doing a shoutcast. You've got your phone on. You've got friends.
It's the alarm that's supposed to wake me up now. I woke up early to do this. Suck my dick.
I don't think I will be doing that, but I am greatly appreciative of you coming on this Duocast with me.
Okay, there we go. I turned it off. I'm really sorry about that, internet.
It's quite all right. Okay, so it's kind of like a brief. This is, you know, we're well into this game now. It's past the midway point. Obviously, you can't see that because I'm hiding that from you in this bar over here, but I'm sure you can see it on the YouTube video. So, who's really winning this game? Who's really losing? What's your take? Who do you think's going to be able to take this from home?
Right now, it's pretty stalemated, but I feel like puco can't keep this up. You know, he doesn't have the outlets for his fuel, and he's depending on just a blob of pioneers for his anti-infantry outside of the Gren squad with the LMG. And at this point, yeah, he's up in VPs, but I don't think he can hold. You know, like I think he's just gonna get slowly chewed up.
You know, I think I gotta be honest. I think my money's on puco here. I think he's got a smart gameplay and very much like you, he's sticking to it. He really wants to keep this pack alive. Use that solely as his AT because it's really effective against the S75s. I mean, it's only cost him the 480 manpower once for that investment, and he's denied such a huge amount of area for these S75s to come and play it. An aggressive assault now coming in. Again, this P4 command tank is being rushed right on in. It's not going to last very long whatsoever as he gets buttoned up and taken out. Sniper's taking care of the assaulting Panzer Grenadiers with the Shreks as well. If he gets one more shot off, he's going to lose one of the Shreks. So out he goes. Pioneer's going to try and clean up the guards, but again, I don't know if that's really going to work out too well as he's got quite a lot of firing. And a decent grenade going on top of him. Luckily, the Flamers survived.
Look at how little damage a grenade does to Vet 3 Pioneers. That is silly.
Yeah. I mean, the trouble is with the grenades is they're so
oh, I guess it did only hit 2 models, but okay, all right. That's less silly now that I think about it.
We can see he's dropped a Shrek right next to the guards. That's going to be painful. MG42 and the bomber is going to sit in a Molotov and just deal with these conscripts who are in hit the dirt. And again, this command tank, I don't know what he's doing with these command tanks. He's sending them far too forward. A good point to make there, though. He was buttoned and he hit the smoke straight away. If you hit the smoke, that's going to cancel the button effect. You guys didn't know that. But he just needs to stay well within his safety net off his pack gun, because that's the only thing he's got to deal with is S75s. A big assault coming on the right-hand side now. A lot of conscripts are going to go up against this MG in a very damaged building. Molotovs going in, and plenty on top of the mortar squad and in the building, and the grenade coming in from the Grenadiers. Good, not destroy the building, unfortunately. The Grenadier squad is extremely low. He's going to leg it on out there, just about make it on out of there. Grenadiers helping out as well. There's plenty of troop action going on. Half-Track is trying to get his 2 cents in, but without the upgrade he's not really going to be doing much damage. Only one guy left for this MG42 with triple infantry. He is trying to get him out. Grenade's going to go in. He's just about evades them. Retreat on home, buddy. Oh no! Oh, he got picked up in the back just as he's trying to run home. That sucks. No one likes that.
I'd like to point out on the other side of the map, where no one was paying attention, Steve-O dropped another conscript squad.
He did? See,
he did.
This is why you're so good at this job, man. This is why you need to get professional and start taking it seriously, you know? We get like 10 viewers a day on this thing. It's amazing. It's just money, dog.
Oh, shit, yeah. I love money.
I'm only joking. I don't even monetize my videos, you know? I'm so against the man. That's what I do.
It's silly.
Yeah, MG42 got quickly picked up, but it's denied by that button grenade from the Grenadiers.
32 kill Vet 3 Panzer Grenadiers are arguably the greatest Katyusha rocket? What the f...
No, he jumped in this building. This is huge. He didn't remember because the S-75 is going to be able to take out this building very, very quickly. Bang.
Don't, Puco, don't do this to me. God fucking damn it. Puco, you asshole. Oh, and it dropped Shreks, like just outside of the record.
You dropped it as well?
Shreks to pick up.
Alright. But, I mean, this Katyusha is a good idea, because Katyusha always has something to fire at as long as his pack-in exists, and he's always going to be able to get some bounce on it. Wow.
And it's decrewed from Vet 2, which is bad.
It is looking pretty dire.
I think the game is unwinnable at this point for Puco. While the pack was alive, he had a chance, but it's not anymore. This chance is over.
I think so. I mean, even though he's capped up a lot of the territory, he's still got a lot of infantry alive. He didn't have any other answer for the S-35s aside from the pack gun, which it became such a focal point for all of Steve-O's assaults that he.
Now, granted, he didn't really need an answer because they're tank destroyers with no tanks to destroy, with the exception of those command tanks, which I still don't understand the justification for going command tanks over, like, real tanks.
I mean, yes, it does do okay damage against infantry. It can get rid of light vehicles, and the defensive buff it gives as well is pretty decent. But more than one, nah. I just use it as a support vehicle for your other real tanks, as you call them.
Yeah, they do really well supporting like normal Panzer IVs. But yo,
as S-75 is about to go down though. Just have one more vision, one more shot off on it. Oosh! Guy pops out.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I know you're burning, tank crew. Rest in peace.
But again, I mean, this pack gun, it's the same pack gun. He's not losing anything.
Well, he keeps getting its veterancy reset, which sucks.
that's not a terrible. Oh, okay, he's just hit Veterancy 1 right there. Look, but I mean, it's not such a terrible thing because, like I say, he's only it's only costing him a couple of munitions to recruit it when it goes down. He's kept it alive the whole game as well, so it's difficult, man. It's interesting. I think that this, if you can just keep on top of the Katusha cooldown, keep on firing on it, keep on being a nuisance, it will eventually go down. And at that point, then we'll have to see what he's going to do with all of this banked up fuel and no manpower to do anything with it. It's sad.
Steve-O's getting another SU-85. I disagree. There's nothing to SU on the field. Get another Katusha.
I agree with your disagree, and I agree with the Katusha as well. I think that's smart. It is only infantry on the field now for puco. There's no vehicles whatsoever. And he kept going back to his tier 2 vehicles. Ooh! There goes the Pack 43 gun to a Shrek from a dropped Shrek as well at that from the guards, finishing it off. That's going to spell the end of that for him. And I think that's going to be puco folding his hand kind of soon. Again, like I say, he's had decent map control. He's up in VPs and things as well. He's got 4 Vet 3 squads, which is awesome, but they're kind of the wrong units. They're Pioneers, MG, and Mortar. Really wanting to be on Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers to make it nice and hardy.
Yeah, and they're up against 2 Vet 3 conscripts, a Vet 3 sniper, and a Vet 2 squad of guards. Like, not a good look, man.
This sniper, I've neglected to point out how awesome this sniper has been for Steve-O. 36 kills on him.
Good lord.
Great placement for the Katusha's coming down on top of the mortar as well. Vet 3 mortar takes a kill there. Engineers picking up death as well. Oh, kills that mortar off as well. Happy days. Yeah, he's just starting to lose these units left, right, and center. When Steve-O is losing units, it's not that much of a deal because he's going to use enough to replace them. It's not a huge issue for a Russian player. But he's keeping the right tabs like this. Like I say, the sniper, I can't believe how good the sniper's been. I've just not mentioned it all game. I think it's kind of like a good sniper play is kind of like makeup on a woman. Like if you can't tell it's there, it's really good.
Yeah, it's because he didn't make snipers like the focus of his play. Like he didn't get a sniper car or anything like that. They just hung out and shot dudes for the last 40 minutes, basically.
Yeah. And you only got the one as well, so I mean, it's not like enough to elicit, oh right, he's gone for sniper spam, we need to get all stuff to deal with snipers. So, even though he did get that scout car again, I mean, he kept it straight away, so you never really thought about having an answer for the sniper. And I can't be asked to do the maths for how much that sniper has cost him, but it's a lot. It is a lot. Okay. So now we see, alright. So now he's gone for tier 4, and he's popped out a Panther. Thoughts?
Little late, buddy.
Yep. 2 SU-85s in the field, that's not going to be good news whatsoever, unless you've got some pack support in it, which you don't, unless there's any lying around to recruit, which I can't see. So unless you can hang it out, I mean, enough fuel to pop out another one, but 440 manpower is a lot to try and save up for. Especially when you're getting picked apart. Sniper's doing a good job still, just being annoying. Grenadier squad, get out Grenadier squad, you don't want to bother staying in for a Shrek.
There are now 2 Soviet squads of Panther Shreks. This Panther's doomed.
Yeah, I feel the same. He's able to just microwave one and just focus down the other. I mean, one does have the damage engine. He's going to try and focus that one down. Oh, he misses with that Shrek from the partnerships, but now that he's been naded, now that his engine is slowed down, and there is Shrek still pouring into him. Yeah, this was a over-aggressive Panther. If he'd saved up and waited for his next one to come out, then he'd have had a much better chance of winning this engagement. But yeah, I think he panicked a little bit. Well, he's building his second one now as well, but it's going to be too little too late.
I don't even think if he had another Panther, it would have been that good. Two Soviet Panzer Shreks.
There we go. Play back over.
Good night.
I mean, that was a good game though. That was a really good game, and there's a lot that people should and could pick up from it as well. Like I said, I really did like the extended tier 1 play that he did. I mean, what's your thoughts on the match? What are you going to take home from this?
Never put Vet 3 Panzer Grenadiers in a building.
That is so low.
That was
in health
heartbreaking.
As well. Oh man, yeah. And the way he just he didn't save himself. He just threw the Shrek out the window like, save my Shrek, and just gave it away. Tragic. But yeah, I mean, a lot happened. We've seen a huge variety of units at play. Unfortunately, it wasn't from Puco.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of what Puko did. I do like that Pack 43 though. That was really cool.
It is spectacular on this map.
And it makes for kind of a cool game where you have like that focal point in the middle of the map, and it's not that goddamn church on Semois or whatever.
Yeah, and like I say, I mean, you can build it right back in your base, and it'll still hit anything in the middle VP. And as soon as you get some redundancy on it, then as well. I mean, it just Stevie did the right thing. He concentrated on it heavily. He was using a lot of infantry to decrew it. He was smacking it with his Katyushas as well. So it was good patient play and able to take it down. But he did lose quite a few S-85s to it. I mean, it's 2 shots. 2 shots is all it takes to take out an S-85, guys. So stop bitching and moaning about S-85s being overpowered, please.
See, I think if Puko had transitioned to tier 3 like normally, or even after he got the pack up, having the Panzer IVs there to bleed manpower and to prevent Stevo from having the spare fuel for that Katyusha that eventually ended up killing the Pack 43, just the command tanks weren't good. I don't agree with that. I think it was silly.
I agree. I mean, I think it was kind of like a desperation thing, but the first command tank that got out, he could have just kept that one alive, then gone to tier 3 or even tier 4 if you wanted to, and then started to get out, like you say, real tanks. The stuff that's going to start bleeding manpower rather than just being an easy target for the S-85s. But there we are. A great replay. So, on behalf of me, thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks for having me, man.
More than welcome. If you guys didn't like Space Guillotine, like this video.
Get fucked. If you didn't like me, get fucked.
Yeah, all that. So, I mean, with that sort of positive attitude that he projects, we'd definitely be having him back on these casts, There we are, guys. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you all in the next cast. Take it easy. Ciao.